Okay, I'm just gonna start this really quick. It's where we slept the first night. Right there, that spot. So I was gonna make an update on the cats because I haven't made an update on the cats in a while, but this is our update. The cats are doing good. Well, sort of. Still trying to figure out that whole thing. I guess I'll talk more about the cats later. But right now we're outside, hanging outside of this rec center place. Trying to find a hotel to go to. So, yeah. So our plan is Wawa, so that I can go to the bathroom first, and then we're walking over to 7-Eleven, and then we're gonna go down to Burger King to get something to eat, and then try to find a hotel to go to. Once we find a hotel, we're gonna go back up to the house we got kicked out of, get Diamond, take her to the hotel with us, and then once we're there, I'll update you guys and talk about everything and what happened and what the fuck is going on. So, stay tuned. Say hi, babe.
Hello. Pray for us. Subscribe.
That's the spot. First spot. Sleeping under the trees.
Never forget that. She needs you.
Yes, thank you guys. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Oh, yes.
This is what the fuck we're dealing with right now at the moment. Really threatening to send my fucking animals to animal control right now if I don't get them out of the fucking house when we have nowhere to go at the fucking moment. Literally trying to get a hotel right now and trying to find someone to come and get the animals. And he won't give us any fucking time. When reality actually hits. We finally made it to a hotel. It was the hardest shit to find one because we have the dog with us now, and not a lot of places allow dogs. And the places that do allow dogs have an extra pet fee, and we didn't have a lot of money. So we had to sneak her in just to save some money. Actually, we wouldn't have had enough to pay it. We only had $200 that my cousin sent. The other $150 doesn't get transferred until tomorrow. And, I don't know if we're gonna... We only paid for 2 nights here. And I don't know if we're gonna pay for another night. After the other $150 transfers, it's like $69 or $70 per night. I don't know, but... I'm sorry, I'm crying. It's just super stressful. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the cats back. So, I want to explain the situation, but I want to like calm down a little bit first. I was gonna record everything as we were, you know, trying to figure things out, but I'm still not used to the whole recording thing, so I don't know, I just didn't do it, but it's so stressful. I'm mainly crying because I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose my cats. I know that I'm gonna lose the cats because we have nowhere to go and I can't get them back. And where they're at now, I only have until Saturday to find somewhere for them to go. And if I can't find any fosters to take them, I have to send them to the shelter. If they get adopted, that's great. I just want them to be taken care of. But I don't want them to get put to sleep if they don't get adopted. At this point, it's just about accepting reality and just working with what just doing what we have to do to survive. At this point, I look like shit and I don't care. Can't wait to take a shower. I don't understand why things happen the way that they did. I don't understand. I always believe that everything happens for a reason. I guess this is just, I don't know. It's like everybody turned their backs on us. Except for my cousin, she's still talking to us, but I don't know how much longer that's gonna last. I don't know. We have no one. We have no one to depend on and no one to help us. I know that's why you shouldn't depend on other people, but we just need a little help. And we have no one. We have no one except for each other and the dog. So I'm gonna tell you guys the whole story. But first, let me show you around this stupid fucking hotel room. Don't fucking get me wrong. This is so much better than sleeping on the street. But I paid $164. I was expecting a little bit more than this, and you can understand why I might be frustrated because that's all the money that we have. And if we're gonna pay for a hotel, I'd at least expect it to have a mini fridge so that we could freaking keep our cold drinks and some food in it. But anyway, when we first walked in, it smelled like fucking mildew, like right off the bat. I pulled this closed and it felt damp. Okay, the bed's kind of damp. I understand why it smells like mildew now because it's just damp in here for some reason. I don't know, maybe from the air conditioner right here being on. By the way, I hate the sound of these things. They're so fucking loud and so cold. It gets so cold in here, so I turned that off. I'm probably complaining too much. I should just be thankful that we have somewhere to lay our heads at night and we have a roof over our head and we're not outside, and I am very fucking thankful, but I at least wish we had a mini fridge and a microwave so that he could cook his chili because we went to the store ahead of time and he got some chili. And if you're wondering how we got food with no money, I have food stamps. But yeah, so here it is. We have a bed. We got a little seat thing and a table. That's cool. We got a TV, which is great. And then the bathroom back here. Hey, baby girl. There's no, oh, there is a light here. You got this part, which is like, this is probably the nicest part of the whole room. Oh my god, I look terrible. This lighting is so bad. But yes, this is probably the nicest part of the room. Look, oh my gosh, they actually have like little towels folded to look nice. The bathroom, I hate these lights that you turn on and they make that noise. But this is the bathroom in here. Oh, weird, gross shower, but you know what? It's a fucking shower and I'm glad to be able to take a shower. So, and here's Diamond. Hi, baby. An update on the dog because you guys haven't seen her in a while. Okay, so update on everything that's been going on. Whole story, because you guys are probably so fucking lost and confused right now. Last time you see me and last time I was making videos, I was in a house with all the cats and everything. Now I'm homeless. I'm in a fucking hotel room right now, taking it day by day, trying to figure out where we're gonna lay our heads at night, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the cats and where to put them. So let me explain to you guys how I got into this situation. So I broke up with my ex. He also wasn't my husband. We were not legally married. Because I know in one of my videos, I'm like, I'm married. No, I was not married. He just, yeah, we weren't legally married. But anyway, broke up with my ex because I wasn't happy with him. I just wasn't happy there in that house at all. I was happy with my animals, but that's all. I wasn't happy in that house. I was miserable. I didn't want to be there. And there's one person in my life that I've always wanted to be with and who makes me happier than anything and anyone could ever make me. And I'm finally with him. And so I left to be with him, and I do not regret a single fucking thing because I'm happier than I've ever been with him. And that's so true. That's the truest thing that I've ever said out of my mouth. I'm happier than him than I've ever been in my life. I moved out of my ex's into my grandmother's, back in with my grandmother, I should say, because I used to live with her before, with my mom and everything. But so I moved in with my grandmother. I was staying with my mom up in my grandmother's attic because my mom had gotten away from her boyfriend as well, her baby daddy. So I was staying, so fucking damp in here, it's ridiculous. So I was staying with my grandmother And my current boyfriend, or husband, like I said, we call each other husband and wife, but my current husband came to stay with me at my grandmother's. He was, you know, staying with someone at the time. And everything was great. You know, he had a good, oh my gosh, I sat on this table and it's like not even attached to the wall all the way. Oh wow, you can see the fucking, is that mold or mildew right there? You can kind of see it. Oh my gosh, I'm leaving such a bad review for this hotel when we leave. But anyway, so everything was good. He came over to stay with me at my grandmother's. But my family is insanely, just insane. My family's insane, okay? I've never really been close to any of my fucking family. I've always been a loner my whole life. You guys are learning a lot more about me now than you've ever learned about me before, because I've just made like random animal videos and whatnot. Now it's gonna be just me vlogging our life now, taking you guys along with us as we figured this out. I need to get a tissue. So he came to stay with me at my grandmother's, but my grandmother and the rest of my family are just assholes and they didn't like him. And so we left for a little bit to go and stay with his friend who he was staying with. And things weren't working out there either. So then we went back to my grandmother. Or actually, no, my grandmother told us that we could come back. So we went back to my grandmother's and then they tried to throw him out again. It was just a bunch of bullshit. So we eventually, you know, we got into a bunch of fights with them and everything. So we ended up moving out of my grandmother's and moving in with my cousin, because my cousin was also staying with my grandmother. So my cousin and her fiance, they had a basement apartment at my grandmother's house. But they didn't get along with my grandmother either. So we all ended up moving into a house together. Me, my cousin, her fiance, her kids, and my sister, Alicia. She's been in my videos before. Getting to that in a minute. Total fucking just plot twist that you guys would not even fucking expect. So I'm sorry I keep like rubbing my nose and shit. Like, I need to wipe my nose. I know it's gross, don't judge me. So we went to stay with her with my let me see if he texted me at all. Did he text me at all? I don't know. We went to stay with my cousin. They told us that I could bring all my cats from my ex's place and I could bring the dog because my grandmother, you know, wouldn't let me. My ex first, okay, so when I went and moved in with my grandmother, I left the cats and the dog with my ex because I couldn't bring them with me. And I told him, I was like, can you just take care of them for me for a little bit until I can get them? That was the plan. So once I ended up moving in with my cousin, she said, yeah, sure, you can have your animals. So I brought all of the cats and the dog with us. And so we were staying in my cousin's basement. And that's the video that you're about to see, because I'll probably upload this one first and then the other one that I filmed a few days ago, because I filmed a video testing out some Indigo Loud products. When you see that video, you'll see the basement that I'm talking about. We stayed in my cousin's basement. So we stayed down there for about 5 months. A bunch of bullshit went on with her fiance. Her fiance is insane. I hear people talking. I just heard him say something. He went to the store to get some Orajel, because like I said, you saw earlier, he does nothing but lose his Orajel. So he went to go get some Orajel. He'll be back. He's gonna knock on the door when he gets here. But the reason why I'm so nervous is because I'm not supposed to have the fucking dog here and I don't want us to get thrown out. Just knock on wood. If this is even real wood. She thought someone knocked on it. Please, I'm begging you, do not bark when daddy knocks on the door. Please. Oh my gosh. This is stressful, guys. So anyway, my cousin's fiance, he's insane. He ended up kicking us out. And yeah, long story short, because I'm not going to get into everything. Long story short, he ended up kicking us out after fucking like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. He said, get your shit, get out. I don't want you guys here any longer. But what led up to that is because my sister, Alicia, she turned on me, basically. Me and her are not talking anymore. We're not communicating anymore. I don't have anything to do with her anymore. She has nothing to do with me anymore. She literally tried to fucking get me. First of all, she got us kicked out. We're homeless now because of her. And she tried to get me arrested. And like a bunch of shit went down. So she ended up going to the hospital because she was sick or something. I told her that I wasn't going to go to the hospital with her because I had the cats and everything to take care of. I always feed them at 6 o'clock in the evening. And we were going to be at the hospital all night if I would have went with her. I said, I can't go with you. I'm not going to have anybody to feed the cats. I got to take care of them. I mean, my husband could have fed them, but, you know, he doesn't know how to do everything right. Or he could have. But I'm a perfectionist. I like to do everything myself and make sure it's done right. But besides having stuff to do, I just didn't want to go and sit at the hospital all night. I'm sure that you guys can understand that as well. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been to hospitals and sat there all fucking night long. But she was mad because I didn't go to the hospital with her. So her dad ended up going with her. And I was like, you know, he's your dad. He should be able to go with you. You know, that's your father. Diamond, I love you, but don't look out the window, okay? I love you. Good girl. So yeah, basically she got mad because I didn't go to the hospital with her and she held a fucking grudge. And the smallest thing happened that fucking ticked her off, and then she, like a switch, turned on me. She's like, I'm not doing anything for you anymore. You guys are fucking, what did she say? You guys are gaslighting me. You never do anything for me. I raised this girl her entire life because her parents didn't want to take care of her. So I took care of her, okay? I was her mother for like 5 years. I was the one taking care of her. Not her mother, not her father. I was. But yet she forgets about everything that I've done for her. And then she's going to turn her back on me and get me thrown out on the fucking street and almost have me arrested. Well, not almost have me arrested, but she wanted me to. The police were involved in some bullshit that happened today, and she came downstairs. Oh, she threatened my life, this and that. Officer was like, sorry, honey, a threat is not against the law. Can't get arrested for a threat. And I didn't say I didn't threaten her life. She said I threatened her life. I didn't threaten her life. I was pissed off and I said some shit that I probably shouldn't have said, but I didn't threaten her life. But anyway, so because I got into an argument with her and because we kind of went off on each other, she ended up lying on us and getting us thrown out because she's like buddy with my cousin's fiance, which is really fucking weird, by the way, because she's 17, mind you, and this dude is 35. I think there's something really fucking weird going on between them. But she's like buddy with him, and because he was the only one at my cousin's house that had his name on the lease. We didn't have our names on the lease. My cousin doesn't even have her name on the lease, and that's his fiance. Because our names weren't on the lease, and because we did not, like idiots, we did not write down rent receipts when we were paying our rent. There was no proof that we paid anything while we were there. So the cops came and they were like, well, basically, your name's not on the rent. There's no proof that you paid any rent, so y'all gotta go. They literally kicked us out like 12 at night. We had 15 minutes to grab some shit and we had to leave. That first night, we slept in a fucking field, which is the field that I showed you guys earlier in this video. Well, it wasn't a field, but it was a little grassy area outside of a rec center. We slept in that fucking grass on a blanket that first night that we got kicked out. And we ended up meeting this really cool dude that was also homeless. And he was like traveling and stuff, and he wasn't originally from here, but he was really cool. Yeah, that first night we slept there. The second night, a really nice lady, which was last night, a really nice lady let us sleep in her basement. They were so fucking nice. She was like, they were so hospitable. Like, we walked in, and first of all, their house was so freaking beautiful. Their couch, I've never seen a couch like that. I will never forget it. I want one day. It was a purple furry couch. Tell me how many of you have seen a furry couch? Like, what? So, Yeah. So she let us stay in her basement, and that was amazing. So we slept there last night. Shh. I told you not to freaking bark. Stay in.
Oh,
She barked, and I was like, stop. I'm basically explaining the whole story of everything that went down. Yeah, this door won't lock all the way. That's another thing about this fucking... Look. The door will not close all the way. There's literally a fucking gap.
Bro, the fuck?
Even when it's locked. Even when it's locked.
I got you.
It won't fucking... That's insane. And this thing. Oh, wow. Oh, yummy, some tater tots. Did you text me at all?
And I didn't pay for it.
You didn't pay for it?
No, I have to pay back for the... There wasn't enough on the card.
Oh.
They were, along with the chicken thing. So both of these. I got these for me.
There wasn't enough on the card?
Yeah, that's when I was like, how? We had at least 40 something on there. So they're overcharging you for something, baby.
That's
something
insane.
Somewhere. We have to look at the account.
Well, the other 150 gets transferred in my card tomorrow.
Yeah, but we only paid 160. You literally had 200.
I'm gonna look on my account and see what they charged me for.
60, oh, we did pay 25 for the thing. 67,
25 for what thing?
It's because of the car ride.
Oh, for the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid 25 for a fucking lift just to get to this hotel, and then we paid 164 for 2 nights. And we would have had to pay an extra 150 just for the fucking dog to be here, plus 25 per night while she's here. Tell me what fucking hotel charges that much for an animal, especially one this shitty.
Right though, like what the fuck?
Like, no. So I was basically, I didn't know if you texted me at all because I'm recording. I'm basically gonna...
No, I didn't. I figured I'd just come back. I thought you were sleeping.
Oh, thank you, baby. No, I was crying and having a meltdown, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna explain everything. So I've just been explaining. You're so hot.
Thank you. I burned it up.
So yeah, the first night we slept outside the rec center in the grass. We didn't actually sleep. Neither of us slept.
Babe, you want to give this to her?
And you can give it to her.
Okay.
She's a good girl. I have to feed her. I got her a can of Spam.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we went to 7-Eleven, I got her a can of Spam. If we didn't have food stamps, we'd be fucked. We'd be absolutely fucked.
Yes, we would. I have 3 more of these.
The only fucking good thing about this pandemic... Yeah, you can give her to her.
Yeah.
The only actually good thing about this pandemic is that we don't have to, we don't have to do the recon thing for our stamps. They just renew them every month because of the fucking pandemic.
Right. Like recert and everything?
Yes. Okay, I got another email from someone, but I'll check that when I'm done. First night we slept out in the grass, we didn't sleep at all.
Good girl.
Ended up meeting that really cool dude, stayed up most of the night, and then, yeah. Second night, which was last night, we stayed with this really cool ass lady who let us stay in her basement. The basement was like really fucking nice. The house was really nice. Today, our plan was, basically the same thing we did yesterday, was to go to the house. Because we got kicked out of my cousin's place because of her fucked up fiance. But they let us keep, the cats and the dog were still there because we didn't have anywhere to put them.
Go lay down.
Diamond, lay down. Lay down. I know, I'm about to feed you as soon as I'm done. We didn't have anywhere to put them. So she just had a whole beef stick. But, oh, they at least have a coat rack. Look at this, guys. They at least have a fucking rack.
Right. I mean, at the very least.
Huh. We came in and he was literally like, where's the mini fridge? Like, what hotel room doesn't have a mini fridge?
Literally.
But, right. It's like, we're just so, I guess we're so privileged. We're used to having everything. Yeah. You know, it's kind of sad if you think about it. I'm just thankful we have somewhere to sleep for 2 days. And we can take a fucking shower. I'm so happy about being able to take a shower. Yes. We did wash up in the bathroom last night when this lady let us stay in her basement, which that was nice too. But yeah, a bunch of shit went down today. So our plan was to just go back to my cousin's house and feed the cats, get a little, another change of clothes and get out like we did yesterday. Right. We went to Royal Farms first, got kicked off from the outside of Royal Farms because some stupid bitch told us we couldn't sit out there. Or Wawa, sorry. I don't know why I said Royal Farms. We got kicked. Right. We got kicked out from outside of Wawa's, and oh, these smell so good, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for getting these for me. Oh,
You're so welcome, baby. I love you.
I love you. So I'm gonna eat these tater tots while I explain this to you guys. This is almost a 40-minute long video. I'm gonna have to edit a lot. Ooh,
Good.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're so welcome.
I love you. Our plan was to just go and feed the cats.
Guys,
Get another.
over like 1,000 times.
He does.
Literally.
And I love it so much. I don't ever want it to stop. But we were just gonna go there, feed the cats, get a change of clothes, and then leave again and just figure out where we were gonna sleep. And if we couldn't find anywhere to sleep, we were probably just gonna sleep outside the rec center again if it wasn't raining. So my cousin kindly sent us she sent us $100. What? It was last night when we were staying at that lady's in the lady's basement.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I want to help you guys, so she sent $100. And then this morning, I noticed that she sent an extra $2.50.
$2.50 though.
Because she wanted to help us get a place to stay, a hotel. Mm-hmm. But hotels are so fucking expensive nowadays. Right. We can only find this one for 2 days.
No cap.
That's literally all we have is 2 fucking days. I look a little bit prettier now. Wow, look at that. It's the lighting. Because all of our shit is actually still there at the fucking house. He says we have 30 days to go and get our shit. And that's him being nice. And he only said that because the cops were there. I'll get to that in a minute. So that was our plan. And we didn't get to do that because we went to Wawa first. We went over to 7-Eleven to get him some more Orajel. And then, yeah, because I explained this to you guys earlier in the video. So I started this outside the rec center. So yeah, nice. That was our plan, to go to Wawa, 7-Eleven. We ended up not going to Burger King because we went to 7-Eleven and got food with my food stamps. But we were outside 7-Eleven after we were done, and her fiance messages us and says, "Come get your fucking animals out of my house, or I'm calling animal control." And I have that on video as well. He was basically just talking shit. Tell me why the animals couldn't stay there for a little bit longer until we figured out what to do with them. They weren't bothering anybody. We're no longer staying in your house. We weren't bothering anyone. We were literally sleeping on the fucking streets and just coming there once a day to feed them and then leaving again. But he had to be an asshole like he always is and say, "Come get your fucking animals or I'm putting them on the streets." Me, being who I am, I'm not going to let anybody touch my animals. Got to the point where he said he was going to let them outside. So we ran the fuck around there because I wanted to get my animals before he threw them outside.
She literally ran up in the fucking house.
I ran up in the fucking house. I was like, if you put your hands on my animals, some shit's going to go down. But I ended up going down there, putting everyone in their carriers, putting them out back just to get them out of his house like he asked. And he ended up calling the police because I was in his house. You tell me to come and get my animals, but then you fucking tell me to get the fuck out and call the police when I get there. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So the police get there. They tell us, they basically just tell us, again, the same fucking thing they told us last time. You gotta, just pack up what you can now and leave and just see when you can come back and get the rest of the shit. Do you know what they told me? He's allowed to throw our shit on the street if he wants to. They told me that. The police. Everything's fucked up. It's not right. We didn't bother anybody. We didn't do any fucking thing. And this all started because of Alicia.
Sorry.
And because her husband's just a fucking asshole in general. But if it wasn't for Alicia, lying shit and getting shit started, we wouldn't be in this predicament right now. But he has threatened to throw us out before, so I feel like it eventually would have happened. But I'm at 46 minutes, so I need to hurry the fuck up. I'm gonna edit a lot. But that's basically the story. So I had to get the cats and I had no choice but to take them somewhere. And I didn't have anywhere to fucking take them. So I left them on the back porch of my ex's house. And he said he's keeping them until Saturday. And I have no other fucking choice but to find somewhere for them to go on Saturday. And the reason why I left him on the back porch is because he's not home and he's working, and when he gets home he's gonna let him in the house. But I have until Saturday to find somewhere for my cats to go, and if I don't, they're gonna have to go to the shelter. And I've been posting on Instagram. People have been reposting and sharing, but I've gotten no replies yet. No one's contacted me about being able to take them yet. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm about to feed her, and we're about to eat our food, and you guys heard the whole story. So yeah, I'll update you guys again whenever. Probably not today, because we're just gonna take a shower, chill, watch Home Alone, cuddle, and I gotta start editing this video so I can get it out there. And then I gotta upload the other video that I filmed already, the Indica Loud video. If you guys want to follow along with our crazy situation, keep watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video. Help expand my channel.
Yes.
Some YouTube income would definitely help. And I'm going to link my Venmo and PayPal down in the description. So if you guys want to send us anything, it would help us out so fucking much. You have no idea. We'd be able to stay in the hotel and keep a roof over our head, and I'd be able to get food for the dog, and because you can't get dog food with food stamps, or cat food with food stamps. I mean, I do feed her a raw diet, but there's no mini fridge in here, so I have nowhere to put any raw meat for her. So I'm gonna have to buy canned food to feed her. Definitely not feeding her dry food, but I'll feed her canned food if I have to. But please, I'm also gonna link well, I was gonna link the animals wish list, Amazon wish list, but we don't have an address for anything to go to, so that's kind of pointless right now. But definitely, please donate to my Venmo and PayPal if you guys can. And I'll update you guys again. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see. I have to edit this video first and make more room in my storage because this fucking video is already 50 minutes long. So I'll see you later. I hope your teeth feel better, baby.
Thank you, baby.
And we need to get this man to a dentist or something because his teeth are just putting him in excruciating pain all the time, and I hate it so much. But we'll get into more of everything next time. See you later, guys.